Everyone knows that we have a lot of talent going into the season. We have 14 Division I commitments, but what remains to be seen is, can we put it all together? This isn't the first year where we've had a lot of talent on the team, but we haven't gotten over the hump yet. So that's the big question. Is this the year that our guys put it all together? Can we beat some of the rivals that are just as loaded? And can we not worry too much about the expectations, just worry about what we can control as a team? Let's go. Our first game of the season was one of the toughest opponents that you can find in the country, IMG. They came up from Florida to play in our spring kickoff tournament. They're nationally ranked, one of the top 5 teams in the country, absolutely loaded with talent. So it was a tough game for us. They practice all year long, they train all year long. We'd had 3 practices under our belts, and it showed. We were a little bit nervous. They were more aggressive than we were. We couldn't keep up with their skill level. But most importantly, we didn't keep our composure during that game. We let them get to us. On every level was not the way that we wanted to play. We finished much better, okay? We finished much better, okay? Let's go. Rah-rah, IMG, shake it up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah, IMG.
When they started scoring goals, we started getting penalties and trying to intimidate them. And even if that worked, it put us in a position where we were man down for so much of the game. And you know, I think it really helped us find our identity by losing that game, because I think if we had won that game still playing that way, the rest of the season wouldn't have gone well, because we would have continued to play recklessly and without the team-first attitude that we brought every day from that point on.
This is our day. This team's coming here, playing on our field, coming to our school. They want to see what we got. Let's show them. Let's show them the whole day.
Going to the Taft game, we knew they were a very solid opponent, a very good team. If we don't show up, the same thing could happen. But at the same time, it was another opportunity to prove how great we were and grow together as brothers. We went from knowing that we could beat anyone in our heads to actually doing it on the field. And that was a really good transition for all of us mentally, and a good tone setter for the rest of the season.
What a way to bounce back. You just beat last year's Founders League champions. You know, that basically makes them New England champions, all right? So we're in a pretty good place. But we still have a lot to work on, okay? Rah-rah Taft on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah Taft.
There's nothing more that needs to be said. We put in the work, and we want this, boys. This is our field. We wanted this challenge. This team doesn't know who we are.
A back and forth battle. It's kind of a shootout, kind of on like the edge of your seat there, and then just being like a part and on the field for that double overtime win was a ton of fun.
Hey, win this quarter, we win this game. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
I remember being on the attack and looking down at my defense, down by 1, just hoping I'd get the ball back and have one more opportunity to go at it. So when I got the ball, I knew I was going to go for it. I wasn't going to try and pass it and let someone else take it. I was just going towards the net, and luckily I was able to get it in.
We got into the first overtime, we were still playing. We got into the second overtime, we were still playing, and everyone was just working 100% just to do whatever they could just to get the team to win. As it got down to the stretch, it was a super fun game to play in, super fun intensity.
They're obviously like 3 very talented teams, and at the end of the IMG game, we started to find ourselves a little bit more because we started scoring some goals, and then Taft and Westminster, I thought we developed who we are as a team.
I'm also a teacher here. I teach writing and I teach English. And a lot of times what I think about when I'm teaching and when I'm coaching out there is what kind of teacher would I have wanted to have? What type of coach would I have wanted to have? I want these guys to be creative out there. One of the things that we're doing this year is putting in really simple systems, or systems where there aren't a lot of rules. They create out there, they innovate. So I'm always trying to give them as much agency as possible over their own team, and so far they've really taken over. Ideally, I'll give as much responsibility as possible to the players and just let them make this team the team they want it to be. And then, you know, if they stray because they're high school kids, we'll get them back in line. We'll correct the course a little bit.
Going into Exeter in the previous years, Exeter was a huge game because it was our first game before the ISL, and we had to do well in that game because our next game was ISL. But with the spring kickoff, we had a couple games to get warmed up into the ISL, so that helped a lot.
School day's over, road trip's over. Right now, get loud. We got 2 minutes of intensity to get ready for this game, okay? Because I am here to blow these guys off the field. All right? Right now, let's just pick it up now until the final buzzer. Let's go, boys. Hands on 3. 1, 2, 3, air!
We're not going to win with just talent. We got to work as hard as we can and win the GBs, win the 6-man race. We have to be dialed in the whole time if we want to get a win.
That's a great team effort when we don't have our A game, okay? We just battled and scrapped, okay? Rah-rah Exeter. 1, 2, 3, rah-rah Exeter!
After being 3-1 and beating a lot of good teams, we were a little up on ourselves and a little overconfident, I would say.
We thought that we could get away with not bringing everything to a game that could have completely eliminated us from everything right off the bat.
Coach emphasized little things are the big things. Sweeping the shed after games, that's a little thing that goes a long way. We definitely didn't do that in the RL game, and we were punished for it. It hit us in the face right from the opening whistle.
That was definitely a tough pill to swallow. It didn't feel like a win at all.
It's a mentality that either we have or we don't have, and that day we didn't have it.
Coach was really not happy with our performance because we definitely did not play our best lacrosse that day, and that caused us to have to run sprints when we got back to Seb's.
The sprints definitely sucked after, and internally used that as motivation to be like, we're not going to let this happen again, and we're going to sweep the shed, and we're going to make sure everywhere we go is better than we found it.
We borrowed the term sweep the shed from the New Zealand All Blacks, the famous rugby team. They say sweep the shed because their attitude is, doesn't matter if you're the player of the game, star of the team, MVP, at the end of the day, that guy, whoever the player of the game was, grabs the broom and sweeps the shed. That's what they call their locker room. And so when we talk about sweeping the shed, it's about doing the little things on the lacrosse field or off the lacrosse field that normally nobody would notice. You know, you just work hard to box somebody out so somebody else can get the ground ball. Or you make the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the goal. And so we always ask for broom nominees at the end of a game.
When you shut down a kid that had 75 points last year, and he doesn't want it at all, Will Fazoli, here you go.
Guys, this all boils down to playing our game, not theirs, right? Trust the system, okay? Trust each other. If we do that, we're going to be successful. Keep that focus. Keep that edge. We need to win one more quarter, and we're going to do it by earning it, by working it, all right? That's all we got to do. Win this quarter coming up. Stay focused. Hey, stay focused. Stay focused. You just beat a very good team because you outworked them, you stayed sharp the whole time, and you earned it, okay? You earned it. We had a great bounce back from RL against Nobles. I thought that was the best game that we'd put together so far. Then we had a stretch where we were playing some of the teams that don't typically finish at the top of the ISL standings. So we really have to stay focused through each one of those games and keep getting better. Let's run our offense, okay? We all got to stay in this, unselfish. Let's go, right? Let's go, one! Rah-rah Dragons on three. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah Dragons! This is our last chance to get better, our last chance to tune up before Bell Hill. Okay, so let's play the game the right way. We got some guys their first goals. And we're gonna get some other guys' first goals in one of these games coming up. All right, let's go. Rah-rah, St. Paul, bring it tight, bring it tight, bring it tight. Rah-rah, St. Paul's on three. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah, St. Paul's.
This is my 4th year on the team. I've never beaten Belmont Hill. All those seniors have been on the team since they were freshmen and I was an 8th grader. We've come so close so many times. We haven't beaten them even before that in 6 years. That game's circled for sure. And going into it, I'd say we were more pumped up than anything.
Hey, everything's in place. We just got to do it for 48 minutes. Play our game. Play together as a team. If things go bad, we get even closer. This is a family, boys. I love all of you, and I'm ready to go to battle with you. And I'm ready to take it for 48 minutes and take this championship away from them. Let's go. Bring it right back to Greendale Ave. Let's go, boys. Avs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I knew we were ready for the challenge and I felt confident about the game, but I was still nervous just knowing what happened in previous years, and this game was at Belmont Hill, so they had the advantage there.
Right now. Okay, so if we get that to an A, the effort's there, but we got to trust each other. So once we start dodging, move it faster, spin it harder, spin it harder, spin it harder. Okay, let's shorten up these dodges.
That kind of relit the fire a little bit, not only to prove to ourselves, but to prove to him. And the biggest message was don't panic. We got this. Like, no matter what happens, Bell Hill is not going to win this game.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Stay focused. You're playing a great game. All right, stay in it. 1, 2, 3.
In the 4th quarter, we definitely let up some goals that we shouldn't have let up. We're not going to put our heads down and sulk about it, but we need to stay strong for the rest of this game, keep our heads up and play together.
To have that many kids there supporting us, wanting us to win, and to get #1 in the state after that was huge.
Celebrating on the Belmont Hill field was probably one of the best moments I've had. I was almost in tears just running on that field with all the Henry's Corner and Sebos that were there, and when they ran on the field, it was something special, something I'll always remember.
Bring it tight. I couldn't be more proud of you guys.
I love you guys. Great effort.
It felt like we were the most prepared that we'd ever been, and it felt like our attitude was different going into that game.
Rah-rah Belmont Hill on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah Belmont Hill.
It's really hard to get up for the next game after Belmont Hill because you just put so much work into it. You tried so hard. You had success. You've kind of reached the top of the mountain in terms of goals that you set at the beginning of the season, but then you just have to come back and play essentially another playoff game because of the way our league works.
Let's just show the whole world who we are. We're on display now, okay? We're the best. I heard one of the little middle schoolers say, hey, that's the team, that's the best. Okay, let's show them. Okay, let's play like the best because we work it, because we earn it. Let's go. Let's go. Hey guys, great effort. That was an awesome week, okay? Rah-rah Knights on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah Knights. You only get one chance to live this day, only one chance to play this game. How are we going to leave this field? Let's go. Get it going right now. First of all, make better decisions, okay? We're taking shots that we don't need to take. Be patient, okay? Especially because we're playing a lot of defense. The stuff when we're going into traffic, we're trying to dodge up the middle. Do the right thing out here. We are not doing the right thing out here.
So let's pick it up here. Arrows on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arrows!
It was a 2-1 game. We knew we could play better than we were playing. And so Coach, he let us know. He's not going to sugarcoat it or beat around the bush and tell us that it's all right, because if it's not, then he's not doing his job.
We went home after the RL game, we ran. And after that game, we talked about earning it and outworking teams. And since then, we've done the little things. We've swept the shed, okay? We've cleaned up the locker room, we've cleaned up the ground balls. We've worked hard off ball just because that might get a guy an open shot. In the animal ride, even if we're tired, we find a shorty, we just don't run off the field because they're getting free clears because we're not covering anybody, we're not covering a shorty, we just want to get off the field. If you do your job, somebody else can do their job. We are back to playing like that entitled team that we were in RL, and we're not that team. We figured it out. We don't have another half to figure this out. This is the only time we get to be #1 in the league. So in this second half, come out as a different team.
Let's own this half, and let's earn it. Let's earn this W, and let's go get back on the bus, still at the top of the league. Arrows on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arrows!
Coach White's great at that. He always makes sure that we're focused because he knows that the biggest thing about lacrosse is maintaining focus.
Hey guys, I like that we did the little things though. We hustled back on D. Good job, Mikey. Jack, way to get that Hunter. White, that's a great second half. All right, good work, good work. That's a great win. Being alert, being focused. That was a little bit of everybody. Good work. 1, 2, 3. Rah-rah, Zebras. Rah-rah, Coaches.
We don't care about this weather. We battled through it all. We battled together. We've been out here since early March. We've battled in the snow. We've battled in gross rain. And we come out on top every time. That's because we work together. We loved each other. We trust each other.
Early in the game, it became clear that Rivers had a type of energy going on that we were struggling to match. It was one of those games, and this happens sometimes, where it feels like the ball is bouncing directly into the other team's stick. It felt early in that game like this was going to be more of a struggle than any game we've played thus far in the ISL.
I think it's no excuse that we lost. They were playing in the same exact weather, like it was a completely fair game.
Before the season, our goal was never to go undefeated, but when we got to that point, it seemed like we had failed at reaching something like an unspoken goal.
Some games you play your heart out and you come up just a little bit short. I felt like in that game, despite not having the same energy that they did at the beginning of the game, by the end of it, we were battling, we were pushing ourselves, and we put ourselves in a position to tie the game.
That was the moment where we realized that we were the team to beat. We were who people wanted to knock up and say, hey, like, we beat Seth.
Losing to Rivers was devastating. We come in with the goal to win the ISL, and that's still alive, but you know, in the back of everybody's head, we're ranked 8th in the country at the time, and we want to go undefeated in the league. We want to beat everybody. We want to prove that we can beat everybody. We had a slip-up game, but we fought till the end, and we learned from it, and it only helped us later on in the season.
That was a great effort, and they played very well, so hats off to them.
Right after the game, when the guys were very disappointed, we started talking about how do we win out the rest of the way, because that's what we have to do.
1, 2, 3. We need everybody because it's going to take everybody, okay? It's going to take the whole team going with the same attitude, okay? Not thinking maybe that guy will do it for me, you're going to do it for him, okay?
Coming out of the Rivers game, we had to win. So we played Milton next, a very good team, and I thought that was one of our better performances of the season, at least after the first quarter, where we started a little bit slow.
This is our season. This is a playoff game. You got to get going right now. Who's going to be a leader? Who's going to step up and make that play?
There's definitely a lot going on. Could have been a lot of distractions for the team. Definitely could have affected our season in a negative way, but we just grew stronger and we just knew what we were playing for all year. It wasn't just an ISL title, it was playing for all families out there, the Picards and the Frizzolis, and we knew that our school was rooting for us. We just wanted to play our hardest.
It started in the beginning of the season when my uncle passed away, which was a really hard time for me and for my family.
After he passed away, Mac Fodiatis, our sophomore goalie, ordered a bunch of JJ number 55 stickers to put on our helmet in memory of the Frizzolis' uncle.
I didn't want to make it a huge thing that the team got sidetracked by. They were all like, no, we love you, we want to do that. What hurts you hurts us. It meant a lot. I knew I had good friends in this team, but it showed to me that I have brothers for life on this team, and you know, they're always going to be there for me.
Hey, we said it would take the whole team, and we used the whole team today, okay? Great effort. That's a great team win. Rah, rah, Milton on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Rah, rah, Milton.
Early in the season, Peter Picard and some of his junior classmates came to me and said they wanted to wear pink in Harvard Stadium for the governor's game to raise awareness for breast cancer research. Peter's mom had been battling cancer for about 10 years, and so it was in honor of Susie Picard that they wanted to wear pink.
What we're wearing today, you think about the pink we're wearing, what it means. Think about the people that are fighting. Think about the people that don't have a choice, but they have to fight. We have the opportunity to play today in front of this crowd in this stadium, and it's just an incredible opportunity, and all these people are fighting, and we have these initials on our arm for Pete's mom, and Pete's fighting every day, and we're gonna play hard fucking ball. Fight on 3! 1, 2, 3, fight! Let's go!
The Boston Cannons approached us about being a part of their high school rivalry series, so we arranged to play Governors. It was our home game, but we were gonna play them in Harvard Stadium.
Pete Picard is one of the most liked players on the team. He's so energetic, fun, and loves everyone, is nice to everyone. So it deeply affected all of us when his mom struggled with breast cancer.
Peter came up with the idea of raising money for the Dana-Farber Institute.
It was something that affected my family and me for a while, and there wasn't much we could do for her when she was sick because she was dealing with it on a very personal level. And I felt that with this whole fundraiser, like, that was something for me that I felt like I was helping her out in a way that would make her feel happy or something like that. Because I can't take the treatment for her and make her feel better when she's on her worst days.
The guys came up with an idea to put a GoFundMe out and raise some money. We really wanted to show everybody that we were playing for something more. We were playing because of love, because of passion, not just to win the game, but to do it for your brother.
It was obviously devastating what happened to him and his family during the year, and so we were just trying to support him by wearing pink. Blake Kaler and some other teammates helped him get pink cleats, and that was really exciting seeing that. We just wanted to keep supporting him over the years. We wore pink to fight for him, to fight for his family, to fight for breast cancer, and even just to fight for St. Sebastian's and keep doing our school proud and his family proud with how we played and how we performed every game. So we just wanted to give it our all.
That game was the most important thing to her. That was one day where she was just like holding on so she could see it. I think it meant the world to her to see that everyone was doing something in her honor, just to respect all the struggle and everything that she's gone through and how strong she had been.
We decided to keep wearing pink so that even though Susie may have passed, we will still remember her and still cherish the moments that we had with her and show that we're always here for Pete and we love him no matter what.
I remember coming home and being in tears, seeing her so proud of me, saying, "I'm so proud of you, you've done such a great thing," even when she was basically unconscious. I knew that she had seen the game and experienced it, so it was a really, really great day.
I'm so proud of you guys, not just for the way you played, but for the men you are, okay? You guys are awesome. That was a great win. All right, enjoy it. Rah, rah, goes on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah, rah, go.
So after the Governor's game, we had 3 games left in the schedule. And now you're close. You're close to the finish line. You know that if you can just take care of business in those 3 games, that you're going to end up as co-champions. All those guys drew a lot of strength from Peter and from his family, and we learned along the way how to fight. That was the motto that went on the back of the pink shooting shirt, fight. And it really gave us an identity in the home stretch.
We were coming in firing and knowing that every single game was a Super Bowl. So we took that one game at a time kind of mentality and approached it as a tournament.
Rah, St. Mark's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rah, St. Mark's. Every man wins every battle. Win every battle, small, big, wherever you are in the field. Let's go, Black.
Arrows on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arrows.
It was really a two-way tie for first place in the ISL with us and Belmont Hill. Coach White always says just one play at a time, just take it moment by moment, because if you try to think too far ahead, you just lose your focus.
Nothing was going to stop us. We know we needed to take those games just as seriously as Governors and Belmont Hill, because if we didn't, things could have slipped up and we weren't going to let that happen.
That's a shutdown performance. Let's go, Rah, Brooks on 3. Rah, Brooks. 1, 2, 3. Rah, Brooks. This is the hardest we've ever worked before. That's how we win games, right? It's by playing smart, it's by playing as a team, and it's by outworking that other team. Trust your brothers, okay? Play like brothers, play like arrows. Let's have a day, let's have some fun. I'll see you out there. Let's go.
Arrows on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arrows.
We knew going into the game that Thayer was a much better team than their record indicated. In fact, they were just coming off a huge win of their own just a couple years ago. This was a team that won the ISL championship outright. They were loaded with talent, especially on the offensive end. They'd gotten some guys back from injury, so we knew they were a dangerous team. We knew that it was a huge game for them. They were going to try and play spoiler, so we didn't have a choice but to get up for it and to treat them like we would treat a Belmont Hill or any other team that would be in direct competition for the championship.
The biggest thing with the senior class as a whole, especially the captains, making sure that we were on the same page, that we wanted to go out on top.
Jack, Johnny, and I tried to get the message across to everyone that we had worked so hard at this point that letting up now would be unfair to all of the work that we had put in.
We had the league in our hands. We just had to make sure we finished the job.
A lot of talk out there. Here we go, Black.
Hey, let's go. Championship win. Remember, let's blow them out of the water right here. 12 minutes. Let's go. Arrows on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arrows.
Stay patient, Black. Stay patient, Black. Every DB, that's got to be ours, right? Take some pride in this, Black. Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish strong.
We actually just win the ISL. Did that just happen? And it was just an incredible feeling, and you know, it's one that will stay with me forever. To go to an ISL championship team your senior year, it's a testament to our whole class, and we left the program cleaner than we found it, and it's a great thing for us, and we trade it for anything.
One word to describe this team: special.
Amazing.
Tough. Savages. Brotherhood for sure.
Resilient, maybe?
Fight.
Arrows.
Passionate.
Fighters, that's a better one, because we have it on the back of our shirts.
This season is just one step in a long journey. Hopefully this is the first step now in what becomes a really strong program. Early in the season, when we went on our run, we started to get some national attention. We cracked the USA Today Power 25, then we moved up to number 10, then number 8. And then I received a call from somebody who was organizing a national tournament. First time this has ever happened, the Geico High School National Tournament. So when that came on our radar, it was something that we knew we wanted to make happen at the end of the season.
This season we've put Seb's lacrosse on a whole new level that it's never been on before. It just goes to show what hard work can really do, and I think as a family we did it together, and I couldn't be prouder and I couldn't be happier to be a part of this team.
We won 21-8 against a really talented St. Anne's Belfield team, and then we lost a 2-goal game to one of the best teams. So if you look at how our season went, we made a ton of people proud by the way we played.
Every one of you can look back at this tournament and say, I went all out. I'm so proud of you guys. You've made everybody proud. You've made the school proud. Seniors, I know it's tough to say goodbye, but look what you've done. Look what you've done for this school, for this program. Showing the younger guys how it's done. Your legacy is going to continue on. This is always going to be our team, the guys in this room. When you're a coach, it's special, you're your first team. All right, this is always going to be my team. And I love you guys, okay? All of you. Thank you so much for working so hard this year, showing me how it's done, showing the other coaches how it's done, okay? This whole season came from you guys.